Hi, it's Kennedy, and I'm going to be doing a YouTube video on Brandon and Yuri, well, Panic at the Disco's Emperor's New Clothes music video. But I really want to do it. I'm getting into SFX makeup, so I was like, why not do it? Okay, so pretty much the first step is going to be the horns. I don't own horns, so I'm going to make horns. I'm wearing a half shirt right now. Getting a little scandalous. But pretty much what I'm going to do is do voiceovers for most of this and just show you what I'm doing fast forward, because this is going to take a while. So let's go.
Okay, so here we go. Live audio recording, even though it's not live for you. But anyway, so right now what I'm doing is I'm taking aluminum foil and I'm just cramming it into a horn shape. And the best method to do this is take smaller pieces and put more aluminum on top of it as you go, so then you get the shape that you want. And then I'm taking painter's tape, don't remember what it's called, but besides the point, I took tape and I wrapped it around to give it a flatter shape, and I did it a bunch of times to get the shape I wanted and get out all the bends and stuff. Then I took smaller pieces and made the point a little bit sharper and covered the bottom because I can. So I made the second horn off camera because you don't need to watch both. And here is me putting tape around the base of each horn. That was so it would fit better on my forehead. So all I did here was put tape around the base so it would stick better to my forehead, but in the future I cut most of it off, so this is optional. And that's all I did for the horns, so there you go. And now we're gonna do the ears. So pretty much I took aluminum foil in a very skinny piece and rolled it up to get the shape of just the top of my ear. I pretty much did it from the front of where your ear attaches to your skull, I guess, and then halfway down in the back. And then I taped the front part of it and made sure that the sizing was still correct, and then put tape around the back part. But I folded it first so the inside wouldn't stick to me on the front or the back. And I messed up my bun. But there's my jam sessions. I was listening to Pandora on shuffle this entire video, so yeah. So then after I made sure my ear fit, I took another piece of tape and folded it in half and put it across the front part of my ear because I realized it wasn't going to look as good unless I made an entire ear. So that's exactly what I did, and I just kept adding on to it till it covered the entire front part of my ear and hugged a little bit around the back. And as you could see, I kept going back and forth between my ear I made prior and this ear to try to make it as even as possible, which in the end I failed miserably, but I tried and I made it work. So you just keep adding tape till it fits your ear. It should be like a little glove around your ear. So I just kept adding tape around it till I got the perfect shape. And then I kept cutting off the excess edges that I didn't need till I got exactly what I wanted. Made sure it was even. So now that the ears are done, I'm going to slow down a little bit here. And I took very small pieces of tape and rolled them up to make the curves and like the high and low points of the ear. So like in your ear, if you look in your own ear, you have the curves, like the ear way, like it waves. So pretty much I wanted that effect. So I just cut them and stuck them on with even smaller pieces. So now on to the chin. What I did prior is I took tape and put it on my face. I patted it down on my chest so it wasn't sticky, and I added a little bit of water, and then I put it on my chin and my forehead because I don't have a face cast. If you have a face cast, use the face cast. If you don't, this was the next best thing that I could have myself. So now I mixed latex and flour to make a paste and built that up on my chin till I got the shape I wanted. I have a reference picture on my phone next to me, and I keep looking back and forth, even though in the end it's making it the way I wanted it to. And I've seen people, like I looked at reference pictures from other people as well, and some people didn't even make a chin, others made a giant chin and giant forehead. I just wanted a place to lay down my horns, so that is what I'm doing here. And I placed them where I wanted and then built it up around the horns to make it like a skin look. I didn't make it as thick as how it is in the video, but that's just because I didn't really have a face cast and I didn't have much room on the tape, which I wish I made curved more so it would fit my forehead, but I didn't. So that's that. And here's me trying to get latex off my hand. Yeah, great. There's my horns, pretty much after they dried off overnight. And there's my chin after it dried overnight. So pretty much I just peeled the tape off from the inside, which made it a very easy removal. So now I'm taking Vaseline and putting it on all my little baby hairs that you won't know existed until you pull latex off your face. So I covered my hairline in that so it wouldn't get stuck to latex. And now I am covering my eyebrows in glue, like Elmer's glue, so I can cover them easier. And also, so bam, beautiful. So now I took Ben Nye translucent powder. It doesn't matter the brand, it doesn't matter if it's baby powder or powder, but I cover my eyebrows in it. And then I took a cotton ball and liquid latex and covered my forehead and my horns so it stuck down. Pretty much because, like I said before, my tape face cast did not fit my face as well when I took it off, so I had a lot of trouble here trying to make it lay flat. So I just went back and forth, making sure I stretched out the pieces so it would stay flat on my forehead, which later on it still didn't work. So I just kept going back and forth, getting aggravated. But next I went onto my chin, hoping that it would dry right, but it didn't. So I covered the outside of my chin piece in latex to make it flat, but I realized it wasn't flat enough. I had a very big chunk from when I cut off the excess latex from after the mold, so I put little pieces of tape down just to create a soft edge and then covered that in latex, and I did it to the forehead too so it would hold down that bump, and also the ears. So I did that on both ears to make sure that they were stuck to my face, and I cut off some of the ears so it fit as well as the other one. Next I covered my latex in powder so it wouldn't be sticky and would dry better and a little bit matter. And I had extra pieces of latex around my horns, so I just took a bobby pin and bobby pinned that down to my hair, and I had a text. Next I took a blue eyeliner and mapped out where I was going to place the little bumps, and I took string and latex, coated it, and placed it down the way I wanted to over where I mapped out my little designs. And I just did that all around my head till I got exactly how I wanted it to. I just kept cutting little pieces and did 1/2 at a time to get the design I desired. And of course, you make sure you have a reference picture so you get the effect that you are aiming for. And just little pieces. This took so much longer than I thought it would, just because you want the pieces to go the same and making sure that it sticks. It just took a lot longer than I expected, but it is okay. My biggest struggle was the latex getting stuck to my fingers, but I mean, after a while, you just get it down. You probably could put Vaseline on your finger and it won't stick, but I didn't think of that at the time. This was also at 2 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, in my head I wasn't thinking, what's the best way to do this, even though I should. So then after I got my face piece done, I covered that in an extra coat of latex and, of course, texted my boyfriend. Shameless shout out to my boyfriend, because I'm not a single potato. And then I did the same process on my chest, first mapping it out with an eyeliner, and then coating string in latex and putting that on my chest. I realized after I could have made the lines a little bit bigger. It seemed like it was a little scrunched into the center of my chest, but you know, this is my first prosthetic actual SFX makeup effect that I've ever done, so I'm pretty proud of how the way it turned out. And then of course cover the rest of it in latex to make sure it is stuck down. Even though I was only using this for a photo shoot and not to actually go out, I still made sure it was stuck. So then next I took black cream paint and covered my face with a foundation brush. And I just went all over the place and made sure everything was blended out. I didn't worry about small detailing it, I just wanted to make sure that everything was black. And I took a little eyeliner brush, like for my wing eyeliner, and got into the little crevices between the string and my face, like the little area in between that would not be covered by this fat brush, so I did it with the eyeliner brush. It went all over my chest, down to where my shirt was. I think I flashed YouTube a couple times, but you know what? Maybe that'll get me more views. No, I'm kidding. Calm down. I have a boyfriend. But then I also brought it down to my shoulders because I wouldn't need it to go past there at all, because like I said, I'm only using this for the photos and the videos purpose. So I'm just filling in between to make sure everything it is blacked out the best that I can. And I ran to go get another brush, but body positivity. So now I took another foundation brush and stippled white on the highlight areas of my face, on my shoulders, on my neck, and then I took a pencil brush and white eyeliner, well, white face paint, cream paint, and went over the string to put highlight onto those. Then I also took a little bit more black and went over my eye again, pretty much until I got the way I desired. And then I saw that he looked a little bit angrier, so I put black in facial creases, like under my eyes and in my smile, to make it look a little angrier. And then I took a little photo shoot after I was done. And of course, you gotta make some weird faces in the mirror and in your phone, because otherwise, did you really do SFX makeup? No, I don't think so. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment on what else you would like to see, and subscribe if you're not already, because I'm a new channel and wanna post some more. Thanks, bye.
It meets your eyes. If it feels good, tastes good, it must be mine. Heroes always get remembered, but you know legends never die.